it's still to admire. You're here back for another Pokemon card art appreciation video. Today we've got Paradox Rift, one of my top sets from Scarlet and Violet area, always has been. Sorry, I was thinking of Area Zero, but talking about Area Zero, boom, with Masquerain. I just love the way this card displays, you know, like the bottom of Area Zero with the crystals and whatnot. I think it's really nice. But yeah, we've got Paradox Rift here today, and if you haven't been here for one of these, I more or less go through the set, point out cards that I like a lot for the reason of the artwork. And next we've got Pawn Suite, another card that is highlighting an aspect of the game that I can just outwardly recognize. I'm sorry for the computer noises you might hear. I'm on a time crunch today, but I refuse to not upload when on the schedule that I said I would. Here we have Nimble. I really like the way we have the flower petals in the background, kind of like floating with the wind. It's a nice card. And then we, you know, again, another scene we can recognize from the games. This toad squirrel kind of terrifies me. I'm not gonna lie. The way it's peering out of those trees kind of freaks me out a bit. But I mean, I like the card. It's catching my eye. So yeah, this one I'm gonna put up there. I've got Wolchian next. Another card that's not really like outwardly scary, but when you like realize it's Pokedex entry is about like making the vegetation wilt, then you can really just think about it and think, wow, okay, so I see why it's a dark type now. Dark and grass. Yeah, Charcadet I think is really nice, and then again you can recognize the background scene here from the games. I will say one thing I really liked in Scarlet and Violet was like the open aspect of the fields, like you can run around and experience many different Pokemon. That was great. So that card kind of brings me back there to those thoughts. We've got a really nice Chi-Yu. I haven't been shy about how much I like Chi-Yu, and its design, just being surrounded by any type of fire, just always looks really good, to be honest. I've got a Seadra here, and I just, yeah, I don't know, it's just, colors look really good. The way Seadra is giving the side view is really nice. This Kanga in person just looks amazing. If you've ever seen it in person, the way the hollow really exemplifies the light coming down underneath the water. It's a beautiful card. I hope you guys get to see it in person. Octocelery. This one gives me a throwback type feel to like the clay cards. And I thought it fit very well, to be honest. So, huge fan of that, to be honest with you. And Feebas. This Feebas actually reminds me a bit of the one in Surgeon Sparks, if I may say. You know, the illustration rare one. Snorunt with what looks to be ice crystals, I found to be very cool. Palkia I always find to be pretty cool in cards, but you know, this one I don't know, just looks like it's having a good fight. Like I remember in one of the movies with Darkrai, Palkia's attack would kind of like swing its arm and then shoot out. What I guess you could say like an energy. I don't know. Don't want to say energy beam, maybe an energy slice. This Serena EX, even though it's a standard EX, you guys have to understand I've played with this card so much on TCG Live, so as of now, the artwork is iconic to me because I've seen it so much. Glyspot, they really did Glyspot right in this set. Like it just looks really cool and tough. And it's kind of a change from how I used to think about Glyspot as like kind of like a hit and run Pokemon, especially in the games. We have Rogue Trio here, which it's cool. It's a cool Rogue Trio. Again, in the background I can recognize from the games. This Iron Bundle, I love this card. I really like the future and ancient Pokemon that got introduced in Paradox. That's one of the reasons I feel like it's, you know, one of my favorite sets from the Scarlet and Violet era. It introduced a concept that I was really looking forward to seeing from this era. my gosh, Pulse and Minum, I just, the Minum I like a little better because I feel like we get um, more personality with the leaves, you know, kind of like being charred by the electricity. And we have to talk about this Blitzel because this looks like a scene out of, I don't even know, but it just looks amazing. And we've seen, you know, a lot of this artwork actually, or a lot of this type of artwork from this era, and I like it. I don't know the word for it. I want to call it abstract, but yeah, I don't know. Or choreo, I like. And then, again, another iconic scene. So granted, if there's going to be like a scene I recognize from the video games, I'm probably gonna, you know, want to point out the card Latios. I just really love Latios. And again, we have more scenes that you can more or less recognize from the game, and a really beautiful background. Deoxys, again, my favorite Pokemon currently, and yeah, I'm gonna point it out. Espathra. I really like Espathra. It's one of my new favorite Pokemon. I remember catching a Flittle, and trying to evolve it for a while early on in the game. Tinkaton is grown to be another one of my favorites. The action cards of this Pokemon is always cool because that thing's carrying around like a freaking hammer. And in the description, it was talking about being 200 pounds. Sorry, Screamtail, iconic, has the ancient text box, which I really like, or maybe not the text box, the ancient. No, it is a text box. I really like that. This Gimmighoul just gives, I don't know, this just kind of like fits the description of Gimmighoul that I remember from the game while playing it. Of it, you know, if anyone like takes its coins, they're in deep trouble. Got the other one. It's cool. I like how we have like back-to-back Gimmighouls. I'm a fan of the Iron Valiant, Future, EX. It's very cool. Groudon. Now, Groudon has another card in this set that I do like more, but come on now. I love Groudon, always have. Hoopa EX looks fire. I kind of wish it got a special illustration, but the thing is, we can't even obtain that in the game, really. Like, we can't catch it in the game. Minior looks amazing, and Minior has a lot of amazing cards. I think it's just the design of the Pokemon. It works well with so many things. Garg. I'm a huge Garganacl fan. Initially I hated like battling against them, but you know, I found a shiny one. Just like full odds shiny, so because I'm a fan nowadays, I use mine all the time in online battling. And then the Flamigo just looks really cool, the water and everything. Outstanding. We have Slitherwing, another ancient card, and you know, we got that ancient vibe from it again. So, an Area 0 Pokemon. Love Sandy Shocks. Zubat I thought was pretty cool. Looks like the Supersonic. Tangaloo just looks very menacing here. I swear, like, Tangaloo was, I feel like that's one of the Pokemon that's like discussed the least from Scarlet and Violet. I really do. We barely hear people discuss that one. If everyone knows me, you know I love the Crobat line. Again, another beautiful artwork that I want to call abstract. Right here we have the Absol. And then we have the Yveltal. Very cool Pokemon. And a very cool card too. It's like you have, on the right hand side, it looks like more of its pre-destruction, because we know what Yveltal does. Now the Pokemon you want to run across, we've got the low kicks again. Low kicks animations are so fire. It's Scarlet and Violet, and its cards are great too. I'm gonna need low kicks to get a special illustration EX before this era is over. I'm gonna need it. Like, please. Please. One of my favorites. Great typing too. We've got Brubonnet. Looking cool as ever. I really like this one. Hate seeing it from my opponents in the game when they're just poisoning all my stuff, but it's good. Steelix, I feel like this is one of the best Steelixes I've seen. It looks like it just did like I don't want to say an ice spinner, I don't know, like an earthquake or something. It just blasted all the rubble around it out of the way. Ferrothorn looks really awesome. It's like crawling on the ceiling. And there's like some place in the game where like there's like a Terra Garchomp, and I feel like that's that scene in the game, to be honest. So that card I'm really a fan of. Aegislash looks very cool. Like a really cool illustration of the gate behind it, which I'm a huge fan of. And you know, got another one right there. And then we have Zacian, just yeah, I don't know. This literally is like a throwback to Sword and Shield era, and I feel like it does it very well. That scene that we see from, you know, Zacian in the forest. Tatsugiri's looking awesome. Yeah, that's that's all I have to say. It looks awesome in the background right there. It's just really cool. It's playful. I like the artwork right there. Porygon 2, yeah, I don't know. Looking at this card, it's also giving me like a throwback type feel. It'll come to me someday what the throwback's from. And then I'm a huge Porygon fan, so this one like flying through the air just looks very cool. That thing looks like it's about to blast something though. I would not want to, you know, I'm not trying to take an adaptability try attack, no thank you. Like I'm good on that. Tatamouse looks awesome right here too. I'm a huge fan of it. We have like a gate behind it, so again, another card. I think you guys are realizing like a theme with me. Like the cards I really like, if I can notice it from the game. Here I'm kind of scrolling through the trainers. I'm not like a huge trainer fan. I will say Professor Sada, I really did like this card. Yeah, because I primarily played Scarlet, so, you know. I'll just leave it there. Don't want to really spoil in this video, even though the game's been out for a while. Hey, I'll try not to spoil too much. So we have a really cool Toadscroll here. Love the lighting. Love the way they look. I love the one in the bottom right, just like peering out into. There's a lot of funny cards nowadays. I'm a huge fan. We have the really cool Iron Moth. Man, that card is just beautiful. Like, I just have to take it, and I don't really have much to say. That's just a card to just look at and admire. We've got a Mantike underwater peering at someone through. Looks like to be a glass window. Oh man, this Veluza. Like, again, it's another card to just look at. I'm not going to talk too much over it. Alright, so moving on, we've got, +1 Minun. Again, I've always loved these two Pokemon ever since I saw them in that movie. Destiny Deoxys, I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, always been on more of a Minun fan, but, I like them both. Just like a beautiful Blitzel. That's like, again, the second Blitzel in this set that I just really like. I think Blitzel's a really cool design. Maybe we'll get a third evolution at some point. That would be cool. I've got Joltik. Oh my gosh, sleeping on a Yamper. And this is Spathra I thought was just really stunning as well. In the Asado Desert, we have them like sometimes running around. Just the way the sand and everything is displayed and drawn here. I love it. Absolutely love it. Next, we're going to go over to Groudon. When this was initially revealed, this was probably my, I would say it was my third or fourth chase from the set. So, yeah, I still like it a lot to this day. And I actually pulled it. Minchao looks amazing. And the way it's just, like perched up on the rocks. You can imagine it climbing up there as a Minchao. Again, Minior, beautiful card, hands down. Another one to stare at. We have Garganacl, huge fan of that one right there. And you have like an Explorer in the bottom right of the card. I didn't originally see this when I looked at the card, but man, it's just, oh my gosh. They get me going with this artwork. Like, they have me nerding out. Pokemon cards always get me doing that. And then we have Slitherwing, just, again, really capturing the essence of the ancient. Card is beautiful. Huge fan of it. Yveltal again. Oh my gosh. This card I also pulled, and I'm very happy to have pulled. Yeah, I mean, again, it's just one to admire. Kind of like the the dark and the light colors working so well together. This Brute Bonnet is just something else. It really is. Sadly, I don't think I have that card. I don't have the Steelix either. One of my best friends, his favorite Pokemon is Steelix actually, so he's freaking out when I showed him that one. And then look at this. Ferrothorn's back with another cool artwork. This time it's not climbing ceilings, it's walking down steps. Asia Slash is amazing. And I think J Love pointed out that this was drawn by an artist that did some of the Zelda work in the games or something like that. This Porygon Z is a must-have. I need to get this card. For me, I'm saying it's a must-have. Sorry, I'm not telling you guys. I'm never going to tell you what to buy. But yeah, for me, I need to get this card. I keep forgetting. So many cards in my to buy list or to pull list. Iron Jugulus just looks amazing. Thankfully, I pulled this card. I've stared at it plenty of times. Hopefully, you guys will do the same. We're working through the full arts. I love the ancient and the future full arts. You know, the backgrounds of those are really sick. I remember when reveals were coming out for the set. I loved it. This Tapu Koko is it just gives beach and chill vibes, and I'm here for it. I really am. So glad I own that. I actually own all of these special illustration EXs from the set. Iron Valiant. This was my second, or not was, is my second favorite card from the set. Just look at the card. You know, I don't have to sell it to anyone. Just look at it. We have Roaring Moon here. This is my first favorite card from set. It's been my chase card, you know, ever since I saw it. I knew it was gonna be in Paradox. Altaria is very cool. Kind of gives a very similar vibe to the Aerodactyl we had in but the Tulip right here is just awesome as well. I like this card. There's another one that I pulled. Very happy about that. Was Aerodactyl Lost Origin or was that another set? I can't remember. But anyway, yeah, Roaring Moon is awesome. This set is just something else. Thank you so much for spending even a second of your time to be here, everyone. Have a great one.